now?
Well, if the election were held today, I would be very concerned about the level of voter fraud that I think is going to be across the board, across the country, will be magnified by mail-in ballots. The growing internet censorship of Trump allies and supporters on social media is in preparation for this election. And the fake reporting of the mainstream media. I mean, they want to defund the cops. They just nominated the ultimate cop for vice president. The only person on the political scene these days who's locked up more poor black people for the first time nonviolent crime of possession of small amounts of drugs is Kamala Harris, second only to Joe Biden, who was, as you know, the architect of the 1994 crime bill that he used to call the Biden bill. So they are the ultimate cops, particularly on that issue. Now you juxtapose that with the president's support for the Second Chance Act, where it is Donald Trump who is saving people who are trapped deeply in the bowels of our penal system with these impossibly long mandatory sentences. The president is fighting for justice. The majority of the people who qualify under the Second Chance Act are African American. That's a debate I want to have. In fact, I want to see as many debates as possible. Nixon and Kennedy had 4. I think that Joe Biden and the president should have at least 4. But my advice to the president would be not to agree to the schedule laid out by the Presidential Commission for Debates, where they impose their format and they impose their moderators. He's the president of the United States. He can decide when and where he wants to debate. The Presidential Commission on Debates is not appointed by the president, is not a commission, is not about debate.
You recently shared the stage with Republican nominee Laura Loomer. What was that like?
Very, very exciting. Laura Loomer is a truth teller. Laura Loomer is the most banned woman in the country, second perhaps only to me, because I'm now banned every place but Parler, and I urge you to follow me on Parler.
I do.
But Facebook, as you know, the day of my commutation, Facebook took down all my personal and blog Facebook pages based on a completely bogus charge that I own 100 fake Facebook profiles, which of course I don't. Somebody testified to that effect in the Mueller investigation. Testimony is not proof. Testimony is not evidence. Testimony is an uncorroborated charge. I'll probably sue not Facebook, but I'll probably sue the research company funded by George Soros that reached this fake conclusion. To go back to Laura Loomer, I think she's a woman of enormous courage. She has had the courage to call out the dangers of radical Islamic terrorism. She has got unlimited energy. She has enormous courage. She will be able to raise millions of dollars. The Palm Beach Post is already going to work trying to essentially deconstruct her, not surprising. The Fort Lauderdale Sun-Sentinel will be not far behind. She has a real shot at victory. It's an uphill fight, but she's a fighter, so I'm in her corner. I'm proud to be there.